Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I certainly hope you're having a fine day. Okay, exactly what this is a review on an old school fly reel. And when I say old school, I mean old school. This particular fly reel here is made by a Chinese fella, and there's his name right there, Mr. Yuxing Zhu. He makes bamboo fly rods and his own reels and like that. And if you go to, you can get them on Amazon, okay? But right there where it says ZhuRod, that's all you need to type in an Amazon search engine if you're interested in this. And it's called a new classic design fly reel, which, basically for all practical purposes, it's an old school fly reel, okay? All right, now let me stick my CRS, can't remember squad card here. I got a little place in my tripod to set that card because I got a few notes on there. But anyway, this is what an old school fly reel, what they used to look like. Like some of these new fly reels that they've got on the market, I don't know, man. Some of that stuff is just ridiculous looking. Almost looks like a UFO or a weird sprocket off of a bicycle or whatever have you. But let me get to the negative aspects of this reel right off the get-go here. Okay, see this reel foot right here, this reel seat foot? I had to change this. I took this foot off of an older reel I've got, one I don't use too much, and put it on this particular reel right here because the stock one that came here was way too thin and it wouldn't fit the reel seat. I mean, it was thin, thin, thin. Okay? But so I, robbed a part off of an old reel, meaning this foot right here, and stuck it in place. No big deal there. It was just 2 screws. Okay, another negative aspect of this reel is right in here. This reel's got real good tolerances. It operates real well and everything, but you do not want your leader to get in between this spool and this frame. It'll chew your leader up. I know, I had a friend of mine that came over and this reel was sitting on my coffee table. He grabbed it up, and this guy was a retired guide. I mean, this friend of mine's, they've been in the fly fishing business for 40 years, and he goes, "Oh my God, Jim, where'd you get this reel at?" And he grabbed the reel and he reeled it backwards. Before I could stop him, what it did is it caused my leader to bunch up in here, and it ate my leader all up, me trying to get it back out of there. And so you don't want that to happen, and that's why the end of my tippet has got a rubber band on it, just to keep that from happening. So you might want to keep that in mind. And then if you notice right here, I don't have a lot of clearance between this frame and my line. Now, what I've got on here, this is a 3/4 weight reel. Mr. Zhu does make a 5/6 weight reel. I kind of wish I'd have got one of those just because this is a little bit small. But anyway, if you can see right here, there's not a lot of clearance there, but I think I'll be all right once you pull the line off, and you string your rod up and whatnot, have you. Okay, I got a few notes here. You got 7 screws on this side right here, and you've got 7 screws on this side right here. And this reel right here really doesn't have a drag. It's got a double click pull system. In other words, you can just flip this reel around the other way and load up your line and, for left and right hand retrieve, okay? There's no special tools or nothing like that. But it's got just enough of tension on the inside of the reel with that click pull where you don't get too much spool overrun. You know what I mean? Tangled up by pulling your line out too fast and all that kind of stuff. Okay. And I'm looking at some notes here. This reel here weighs 4.54 ounces at 129 grams, and it's 2.5 inches in diameter right in here, which is pretty cool, And left and right retrieve, and it's made out of 6061 bar aluminum, and then this is an anodized aluminum frame on here, and the fit and finish on this reel isn't really too awful bad, near as I can figure anyway. Let me see what else we got going on here. And Mr. Zoo's got worldwide airmail shipping from China, and it'll take 2 to 3 weeks for you to get this reel. Yeah, $78 bill on that guy. Okay, and I really don't know what else more I can tell you. I just don't like for example, one of my most favorite reels I own is a Hardy Princess, a House of Hardy Princess reel. So some of these reels out there, they look good, they smell good, but they ain't worth a shit. Excuse my French. Okay, now I'll just pull a little bit of line off here, and this is loaded up with number 4 Cortland SL weighted forward floating line. It's 105 feet, and I've only got 25 to 30 yards of backing, 20-pound test Dacron backing. So, you know, if you are interested in this reel, you're going to probably have to change that reel foot right there. I mean, the reel seat foot. And I would probably buy the 5 to 6 weight jobber, you know. That, let me just pull some line out of this guy so you can see. You know, it's smooth. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about this, you know. But like I say, you don't want that leader jumping in there behind that spool because it just creates a lot of problems. But you see what I'm doing there? You're not seeing much spool, what they call spool overrun. So I think by the time you know, you can see where, you know, I've gained some space in here like this just by pulling out line. And then that'll be that way when I string the rod up. But I have no idea, ladies and gentlemen, how good this reel is. It seems to operate real well. It seems to be, the tolerance seems to be quite good on it. And all that, but time will tell. And I've got this mounted on a 8.5 foot Risen Fly IBT fly rod, which I just got done doing. Let me turn it around. Which I just got done doing a review on that guy right there. But I just figured I'd do a short little review on this guy right here. And like I say, no drag, but I don't, you know, none of that stuff bothers me because most of the time I run my drags real loose on my fly reels, and very seldom have I ever had fish get into my backing. That's why I'm not worried about, you know, only having 25 or 30 yards of backing on here. So, now there you go. You know, I really can't sit here and say, well, this is a cat's meow, and this is that, and all this other stuff, because I haven't used this. I just put it together. Earlier this year, I decided I was going to, you know, put a smaller weight fly rod together, and this is the reel I chose just because I hate everything that's on the market. I really do, man. A lot of these people are making a lot of money off of fly fishing gear and to an unsuspecting public. You know, because I can guarantee you I can take a $50 fly rod and go catch fish all day long. I get a little picky about reels because there's been several times in my day that I've had reels fall apart on me right in the middle of a hatch and whatnot have you. So, but anyway, this is a ZhuRod reel. There's really not much more I can say about this guy, you know. Buy it if you like it. If not, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Thank you very much for the review. We'll see you on down the trail.